Hi, my name's Phil Morrison from Driftworks and this is my E30 M3. It's supposed to have an S65 V8 engine in it and it currently doesn't because we found some debris in the oil. We've not really got to the bottom of where it's coming from. It's a Tuesday and next Monday we're supposed to be doing a track day, so figured I'd just go and buy a new engine and see whether we could slap it in with the help of my buddy Jay. Hi Jay! Jay's also currently helicoiling the diff because kind of pulled that out a little bit. But yeah, off to get this engine now, so see you in a bit. So it's been a while since we did an E30 M3 update. I can't really remember what the last point was that we left it. I know that since then we did the final throttle blip setup for the DCT with Gareth from Howell into Bruntingthorpe. And then at the end of that session we lost VVT, the variable valve timing on the right bank, which has happened before. We've found these little bits of debris, aluminium kind of swarf like stuff in the oil filter before, and it's clogged the VVT solenoid once before as well, and we've cleaned it out, flushed the oil, multiple oil changes, multiple filters, and we thought we'd got to the bottom of it, but it happened at the end of this test session because obviously I was giving it quite a lot at Bruntingthorpe, and I guess it's just stirred up the problem again. So we've disassembled the S65, had a quick look during disassembly as to whether we could find anything wrong with it. Nothing obvious, really frustrating. We've not gone through it with a fine-tooth comb yet, but we've kind of got an engine that's in hundreds of pieces, and found myself in this position where it's coming towards the end of the season here. We're about to get the shit weather coming in, and I figured I've done no track days in it again. I've been very distracted with the Lamborghini, obviously. That project's escalated, shall we say. So I decided that I'm never going to get anything done with the car unless I have a deadline. So we created one, and that is next Monday. We are going to Donington, hopefully, in the car to do an evening track session. The first track session for the car to do some proper suspension setup and things like that. But yeah, it currently has no engine and I don't have a replacement, so I'm on my way to get one now. Sorted, on the way back with the engine now. Quick stop to pick up my buddy. Jay's been making some additional heat insulation for the transmission tunnel. Doing alright. We've got the important bit in nearly.
Yeah, we're doing alright enough.
Yeah, we're doing alright enough. Yeah, this is like all important heat insulation stuff that we're working on at the moment. But yeah, it is about 1,000 degrees in here at the moment, and the most important bit is that we've got this. So, bit of an unknown until we take the sump off and have a look at it and change the bearings, but yeah, at least we've got it in the building, and it's still Tuesday, and Baxter's helping a lot. Baxter. Sorry, buddy. This was dropped off the forklift, so it's got a cracked sump. I wonder what the culprit was. Right, Baxter, don't mind me. Just pulled the pallet of parts down as well. These are the parts, these are the original engine that's been disassembled. So there's a few bits that we need off this, including manifolds and a few sensors and stuff like that. So these are the ones that are coming out.
That's a bottom. It's quite warm for a bottom.
Yeah. I'd say that's better than my E90 that you just did though, isn't it?
Probably, but
like,
we'll have a
just
look
slightly. I got the
we'll have a look what the top looks like.
Yeah, those as well. Yeah, we'll focus. That's the first pair that we did, top and bottom. Yeah, the top's always slightly more worn than the bottom, but yeah, this is looking okay, and the crank's looking really nice.
Yeah.
We're just obviously doing the B bearings and the ARPs.
Yeah. Torque the bolts to 50 foot-pounds using ARP Ultra Torque fastener assembly.
I remembered a couple of things that we did since the last build episode. One of them is this awesome K&N filter, which Jay created this box for. It's perfectly sealed against the bonnet and gives us nice cold air through the headlight aperture there. And other thing, biggest thing for me, because I do daily drive this sometimes, and also the first time I used it on track I was quite overwhelmed with how heavy the steering was. We have this electric power steering from a Renault Clio. It's fitted really nicely behind the dash. It ended up really perfectly placed to mount solidly to part of the roll cage that we've got that sits behind the dash, and there is no play at all in that, and the steering and the controller here, it just works really nicely. Interested to see how it works out on track, but yeah, it's a massive improvement for road use, that's for sure. Another thing that we found out was the oil was getting pretty hot, so we fitted these absolutely huge oil coolers, ones for the DCT, ones for the engine oil. I've got to grab one of those out in a minute and clean it out properly because of the issues we had with the engine. So yeah, that will be flushed out properly and put back in. Just remembered one of the other big things that's happened since the last episode in the E30 build, and that is it's back. Slightly different noise. Feeling a bit sorry for itself. It stood for quite a long time in a cold environment outside, so yeah, it's not in a particularly good state. So it requires a full restoration, unfortunately. Got to strip the engine out of it, everything from underneath, axles, subframes, everything's got to come out, and we've got to repaint the bottom of the floor, reseal everything. The engine itself is in a pretty bad state. I'll show you actually. So yeah, as you can see, it's not in the best state. But unfortunately, the guy that I sold it to learnt he sort of had a bit of bad luck, and hence why this was left sitting for so long. It's not really his fault, but yeah, I'm going to do my best to restore it to its former glory, hopefully. And another thing that's happened in BMW land at Driftworks is James, my business partner, now has this. Which is a rather sweet ex-Palmer E30 M3 that we've done quite a bit to, with wheels, carbon stuff, suspension, sorting out the spoiler. That was a really big one. Making these uprights to actually make the Palmer spoiler not look disgusting. The wheels are work in motion M8R. We've stopped these now, and they look absolutely awesome on this car. Now I'm daily driving my Porsche at the moment because the E90's in for a little bit of paint work and sorting a wheel refurb on it. That's a different E30 M3, by the way, there behind it. Trying to avoid taking the front bumper off because it sucks, but it's not looking hopeful. Success. That is never going back in. You know what I was saying about I probably should have taken the front bumper off on the way back in. Even less fun. Right, so we just finished pre-filling this oil cooler because it's massive, and it'll help with getting pressure as quick as possible. Yeah, that's good. Let's call that engine kind of in.
Well, it's installed, isn't it? And we didn't destroy anything either. Just put the engine in and wrestle it for an hour.
just simply put the engine in. It was about an hour. Yeah.
You gotta love made cars.
yeah, homemade.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Yeah, that's on.
Okay, Thursday, start of day 3. We've done all right, haven't we, really?
Well, we left it last night with an engine in.
Yeah, we stayed late and got the engine and gearbox in and a load of stuff tied up underneath there. I reckon if this was my E30 M3 and everything was standard, we'd have had this well done by now, wouldn't we? It's the thing is about anything where you've basically like custom made a load of bits and pieces on it, it's always going to take you a little bit longer. There's things like
took it apart months ago.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, remembering where all the parts are is half the fun as well. But things like we have to shim the gearbox mounts and stuff like that quite carefully to get the prop exactly where we needed it to be. So it just takes that little bit longer, but yeah, it's coming along nicely. And yeah, the most important bit is that it's all in the bay. Jay's just on wiring now. I am about to drop a line off the DCT cooler and repressurize the DCT oil to fill that up, and yeah, hopefully sort of this afternoon we'll be looking at firing it up. I'm hoping that it runs nicely.
Yeah.
Am I driving it home tonight?
Yeah. We're committed now.
Sweet. Cool, I think you need to wish us luck.
Done it.
I think so, yeah. Cool. I'm gonna squeeze in.
Right, yes, but mate, you know, like checking on and check the throttle and everything's click it on a couple of times just so I can check there's no fuel pouring out.
Yeah.
No, it sounds like it's full.
Yeah, it sounds like it's got pressure.
And I don't think any of the injectors are the instant bit swapping.
Yeah.
Yeah, that looks okay.
Okay.
Yeah, you got throttle? Like if you press it down with your foot? Yeah, perfect.
Sweet. So we got throttle and engage. It's got a little bit of fuel in there somewhere. Going again. Sounds a bit funky.
Yeah.
The wheels aren't turning, are they?
No, it doesn't sound very happy though. Something sounds...
Interesting. Oh, is it the prop, that donut's not turning?
No, something sounds clicky. That's gone, I think. I don't know
Going, isn't it?
Pressure.
Yeah, I've got a
clicking.
bar of pressure, 2 bar of pressure,
Now, whatever it was.
3 bar of
I bet it was the timing chain wasn't tension.
Oh yeah, 4 bar of pressure. Right, go on then.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Not pause for a quick sandwich.
We can do it, Jay, come on.
Yeah, okay.
No puddles underneath,
No.
no exhaust on it.
Level?
It's got pressure, so I'm happy.
Fire up then.
Let's go.
It runs. 4.7. 14.
14.7.
Yeah, the alternator's connected right. Oh, that's enough for now.
Go get a sandwich then.
Yeah.
Yay!
That's a good start.
That's a very good start. No sandwiches for you. So, as far as we know, this is kind of largely finished underneath here. We're just going to have a proper startup before we put on it's got like we've made a titanium belly plate that basically sits here. So I'm going to check for some leaks before we put that on, but other than that, ramp's coming down and we're going to
fill it with water.
Yeah, put some water in it and fire it up. Just going for it, yeah?
Yeah.
I mean, why not, eh?
Well, ram the core.
Yeah, and that's got an exhaust on it, should sound awesome.
Well, yeah, or really blow it.
Okay. Let's go. Let's try that again. Sounds good to me. Jay's just installing a deflector, kind of part of the under tray here, and this is a big sheet of titanium. Another thing that we haven't mentioned since the last build episode, I guess. Sparky, hopefully.
Well, hopefully or not. Hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully it doesn't ground out, but you know, that oil pan for the DCT transmission, it's got an aluminium version on it and it just hangs a little bit lower than you'd like, so this is kind of for deflecting as much as anything out of carousel. That's what I'm thinking. Sweet, we done?
Yeah. Just got to fit it to a seatbelt made for Mel.
Yeah.
Breathe in.
Okay.
That one's out. That one's...
I'm not going to do a mad rip, don't worry.
Oh no, I don't want to die.
Oh, you're putting your seatbelt on? I'm putting mine on.
Of course I am. That's how people die, sir.
Always belt up.
It's not America.
We're going to be here a while, aren't they? Their Mel spec seatbelt.
Well, my car could probably do that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm as thin as Mel.
Engage. issue with some of the heat shielding that we put in, but it'll find its home.
Hopefully it will.
Sounds horrific.
Otherwise it sounds like our feet are going to come up.
This thing is.
Yeah, it's quite exciting.
Yeah. So yeah, that seems good as a first test.
So we'll call that. We've done one straight.
Yeah. So one straight. Now let's drive to the Nürburgring.
Yeah.
We're not really good.
It's good for Donington. Well, you better take it home tomorrow.
Drive's nice, steady, when you need it to. Say that's a job well done.
Completed it, yeah. V8 M3 completed it, mate.
Completed it, mate.
Yeah.
Engine swap in 2.5, 3 days.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Happy days. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Make sure you're subscribed because we might do a film when we go to the track day at Donington.
Might as well.
See which one of us breaks.
I'll break first.
Jay's got a Mustang. My money's on me.
No.
But yeah, thanks for watching and we'll see you next time. Hey, I tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna build a 100 grand M3 and never use it.
Just leave it in the corner for a bit.
At Driftworks, we've helped over 50,000 happy customers since 2004. Our huge online parts store is simple to use, with superb shipping rates to anywhere in the world, and finance options available for UK customers. We live and breathe wheel fitment, so if you have any questions about your own car or any of our products before placing an order, please drop us an email at shop@driftworks.com or give us a call. Thanks for watching.